Hey everybody, we're back. We're going to do lesson 38. Okay, so here we're going to practice some of our picture cards. So I want you to look closely and say after me what you see. Okay, ready? Here we go. Apple. Acorn. Elephant. Equal. Inch. Icicle. Octopus. Overalls. Umbrella. Unicorn. Okay, so let's do some combinations. Whale. Cheese. I'm sorry, that's a digraph, not combination. Okay, digraph, SH, shark. Okay, we have combination ER, butter, We have combination OR, horse. We have combination OR, doctor, has a sound. And we have combination worm with a OR, worm, OR. Okay, all right, today we're going to talk about, we're going to do digraph EE. If you look at the board, it has in the first blue bubble, it has feet, weep, teen. And you'll hear a long E sound, but there's two E's there. So there's going to be a special way that we code these. Okay? And here is our picture card for today, sheep. And if you'll notice on the picture card, they showed you how to code it. We only hear one E, so we're going to put a macron over the first E. We're going to cross out the second E. And because it's a digraph, we're going to underline both E's. Okay? All right, so I'm going to walk over to my board and we'll work on these. If you have a piece of paper and you can copy down these words and work on them as I do, that would help. Okay, so here we go. All right, so I'm looking at the board and I have feet, weep, and teen. And these are all three digraphs EE. Okay, so what we're going to do when we code these, and if you'll code with me, we're going to underline the digraph, put a macron over the first E, and cross out the second one because we don't really hear it. We're just hearing an E sound. Okay, second word, we, underline the digraph, cross out the second E, and macron over the first E. Last one, we have teen. We're going to put macron and cross it out. Okay. Can you think of some other words that would go with this? Can you think of some double E's? Now, you're going to probably hear some things that might have an A, an EA sound in it, but remember, we're trying to think of things that would have two E's. Okay? All right, well, I'll help you out if you haven't thought of one yet. Let's think of queen. How about queen? If you'll write this one down, we have Q-U and two E's. So we're going to code this. You remember how we code? Let's underline the digraph. We're going to put a macron over first E and cross out the second E. Okay? Can you think of another word? What about tree? Let's try tree. Tree. Okay? So we're going to underline the digraph, macron over first E, cross out second E. All right, take a look at the middle bubble. These are some digraphs that we have already talked about in other lessons. So these are just reminders for you when you're coding what to do. We've talked about CH, like church, or children. We have CK, like duck. We have double E, like we just did for feet. We have double O, like foot or cool. Two different sounds there. We have SH, like wash. TH, like thin. And I gave you an example under the bubble of how to code them. So we're going to underline digraphs, and I showed you how to do that with thin. Okay? All right, look at the last bubble. These are combinations that we have already talked about in previous lessons, and we're going to code those with an arc, and I gave you an example. So we have R, like star, or like for, like what are you looking for? Okay. We have like Mr. Like queen. We have this like stir. And then we have this like fur on an animal. And the last one, like whale. And I gave you an example of bark. And we're going to put an arc under the combination AR. Okay, so now what I'd like for you to do is go to your worksheet. Okay, we're on worksheet 38. Turn to the same side that I have on, or up. Okay, we're going to code a few words, and then we're going to read the short story and answer the questions. Okay, first one, we have book. This was one of our previous lessons. Okay, so we have a digraph, OO, so we're going to underline that. Next one, we have sleeping. Okay, we're going to underline the digraph. We have sleeping. We have a prefix, so we're actually going to box this in. We're going to box it in. I only hear one E, so I'm going to cross out this E and put in a macron. And we're going to accent the first syllable because we say sleeping. We don't say sleeping. Okay? Next word, sweep. I'm going to underline the digraph. Macron, cross out, because we only hear one E. Do the same thing for the next one. We have tree. We only hear one E. Stone. Has a long O sound, and we do not hear the E. Last one, grass. Now, let's match up our pictures quickly. First one looks like a picture of a book. Second one, pretty sure that's a tree. And the arrow is pointing to something in the third one, and it looks like stone. All right, let's read our short story together. This morning, the first grade class had a shock. A tree in the schoolyard was on fire. It was not safe, so the kids went home. Question number 7. Where was the tree? Where was the tree? It says this morning the first grade had the class had a shot, a tree in the schoolyard. So there you go. Where was the tree? Schoolyard. Next one. What was burning? Was it the yard or the tree? It says the tree in the schoolyard was on fire. The tree in the yard was on fire. Okay? So it was a tree. Last question. The kids had class. Did they have class? It says they went home. So they did not have class. Okay, guys. Flip your sheet over, do the back. Make sure you're coding and answering questions and turn it in your Friday packet. Bye.